Hey, and welcome back to the channel. And we have some news for you today. News just in that Aaron Taylor Johnson is now at the front running for the new James Bond. Now, as we know, James Bond is one of the most iconic and recognizable characters in pop culture, and the role is sought after by so many actors because it will propel you to instant stardom. Now, the character has been featured in 25 official films starting in 1962 in Doctor No, which of course was with Sean Connery, and the most being No Time to Die with the brilliant Daniel Craig. Also, just a side note on Daniel Craig, if you haven't watched his Knives Out films, go watch them. They're brilliant. Now, over the years, the role of James Bond has been played by 6 actors: Sean Connery, George LeBee, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig. The next actor to take on the role will be the 7th official actor to play James Bond. I suppose we don't really count the Woody Allen film because that was not really official. The next actor to take on the role will obviously be the 7th James Bond, and this could be Aaron Taylor Johnson. He is now the contender for the role and mentioned that he is in the final talks for the part and has had 3 separate meetings and, most importantly, a successful screen test. Aaron Taylor Johnson has been rumoured to be in the run for James Bond for some time. Taron Egerton was also in the running as well, another actor I'm quite fond of, but I do think Aaron Taylor Johnson would make quite a good James Bond. Now, Taylor Johnson, as I said, has been in the run for quite some time, so it isn't official yet, but it looks like it will be the next James Bond. Now, the recent news article, which is in the description below, I have linked it, suggests that he is in final talks and has had, as I said, 3 meetings with Eon Productions and Barbara Broccoli, who are in charge of the franchise. Now, they do have final say, and they never release the name of James Bond until they are 100% sure. So I'd say within the next few weeks, we will have the confirmation that Aaron Taylor Johnson may be the next James Bond. Now, I do think he will make a very good James Bond. Like, let's just look at his track record. We know him all from the Kick-Ass movies. Very, very good in them. Then, of course, we have Age of Ultron, and where he buffed up quite a lot, we have him in Bullet Train. Brilliant performance. If you have not seen that movie, go watch it. And I believe he was also in Tenet. I have not seen that movie. It is on my list, but I must get to see it. Now, he is obviously quite experienced in action roles, so I do think he will make a good James Bond. Now, there are some requirements for James Bond. The requirements are that he must be below 40 because they don't want him to age out of the role, as was reported that Roger Moore did, because I believe he left the role when he was 57. Now, Aaron Taylor Johnson is 32 at the moment. The character must be at least 6'2", and Aaron Taylor Johnson also meets that. So yeah, he is kind of in the running for it because I believe he only is 32 at the moment. Yeah, 32. So basically, he meets these requirements. He's under 40. He is 6'2", and he cannot age out of the role. Now, one point I would like to make about this, I personally believe the James Bond role is a double-edged sword, because on one hand, it will propel the actor to instant stardom, household name, known all over the world, but they are pigeonholed into that one role. Like, look at Daniel Craig. He has literally only been able to play James Bond for like the last 10, 15 years out of all the other movies he could have done. Now, I was a fan of Daniel Craig before he became James Bond, loved him in Layer Cake, and now I'm getting to see another side of his acting in the Knives Out series. So I can only imagine the type of films he could have done if he hadn't have got James Bond. But as one of my friends said, he got his bag, he can do whatever he wants now. Dude got all the money from James Bond, so I suppose he can just explore all the roles he wants. Now, there were some other names thrown around that were in contender for James Bond. One was Idris Elba, very, very good actor, love him, but obviously he does not meet the requirement of being under 40, so I do believe he might be out. Another one was Charlie Cox. We all know Charlie Cox as he played Daredevil in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And a very, very strange one. Don't know where this rumor came about, but Liam Hemsworth. Don't know why Liam Hemsworth's name is thrown in there. Don't think he would make a good James Bond as is, so don't really think that will be happening. But so far, yeah, Johnson is looking like he is in the running as the next James Bond. But as I said, the casting for the new actor of Bond is a highly secretive process. Eon Productions and Barbara Broccoli, the producers of the Bond films, stick tight-lipped with it. So the fact that he's been able to come out and say that he has had 3 meetings and 1 successful screen test says a lot, because it shows that they are near the end of the process. Now, as I said, no official statement has come out, but I expect it to come out in the next few weeks. And as I said, the fact that he meets those physical requirements is kind of all there. Now, I do like him as an actor. I do really believe he is coming into his own, having first watched him in the Kick-Ass movies when they first came out. And obviously then recently Bullet Train. I would like to see what else he could do with other movies. But then again, I would also like to see him in James Bond. So we kind of have to see where this will go. I really want to know what you think. What do you think about the James Bond role? Is it a double-edged sword? Because obviously it pigeonholes them into a role, but then they can't really expand, but they become a household name. What do you think? Is it the role of a lifetime, or would you prefer to see him explore his acting chops in different roles? Are you excited? Do you want to see Aaron Taylor Johnson as the next James Bond? Let me know below in the comments. Oh, and also don't forget to subscribe if you like what you hear. I will be bringing the latest stories to my channel, so if you want to keep up to date on all entertainment news and gaming news, hit that subscribe button and pop a like down below. It really does help the channel. So until next time, catch you on the next one.